Hello everyone. In this video we discussed about the chapter 5, that is operators. In the previous videos we have discussed about the values and data types, variables and constants, and different types of data like primitive, non-primitive. In detail we have discussed its size, range, like that, is it? Yeah, next we are going to operators. That means operators is the 5th chapter, and you know what is an operator. If you are writing an example like in the mathematics or any other expression, if you want to add 3 plus 5, we will write this equation for the sum. Is it 3 plus 5? So what is the operator here? Which one is acting as an operator? Plus is an operator, and these two are other variables. Is it? These variables are a literal, we can tell it as operands. So in an expression operators and operands will be there. It's a combination of operands and operators. So operands, these 3 and 5 are operands, and this plus is an operator. Another example, 3 divided by 2. This which one is the operator? Yes, division is the operator. 3 and 2 are operands. So operators used to perform arithmetic or logical operations on a given expression. It has two terms. One is operators and another one is operand. Operand means the variable or literal on which an operator is applied. When operator needs one or more operands to perform any operation is known as operator. Example 3 plus 4. Here 3 and 4 are operands and plus is the operator. Then different form of operators are there. Mainly 3 forms of operators. What are they? Unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. Unary in the sense only one operator requires only one operand. That is plus a, like that if we are writing it is an unary operator because only one operand is needed. Then it is a unary operator. Example here plus minus, plus plus, minus minus. We need to learn one more operator, that is increment and decrement. That is a unary operator. Here we will write like this because only one operand is using. If one operand is using, then it is a unary operator. The next one, second one is the binary operator. Binary operator requires two operands, like in common addition, subtraction, like this all. We will use two variables, minimum 2, is it? Requires two operands. Arithmetic operators a plus b. Here two operands we are using multiplication, division, like these all comes under binary operator. Then the third one is ternary operator. Ternary in the sense 3 operator requires. 3 operator requires 3 operands. Mainly 3 operands are there. What are they? This is the example for ternary operator, conditional operator, that is question mark and colon. This is the example for ternary operator. That means a question mark plus a colon minus a. If we are writing an expression like this, means how many operands are there? 1, 2, 3. So 3 operands. It requires 3 operands. That's why it is known as ternary operator. So these are the 3 forms of operators: unary operator, binary operator, ternary operator. Unary in the sense only one operand is required. Binary 2 operands. Ternary operator means 3 operands required. So the next term is, what are the different types of operator? The first one is the arithmetic operators, that is used to perform basic arithmetic operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. There are basic arithmetic operations, comes under arithmetic operators. So first one is the addition operator. All of you know, if we are writing a plus b or 3 plus 5, you know what is the answer. Consider a and b are 3. 3 plus 5 equal to, yes, 8. The next one is subtraction operator. You know how to subtract it. 8 minus 5 equal to 3. Yes, that is the subtraction operator. Next one is the third one is the multiplication operator. 8 into 5 equal to 40. 8 into 5 equal to 40. Okay. Then the division operator. Here you should be careful about division operator and the modulus operator. 2 extra operators are here. 1 extra operator is here. Division and modulus operator. Division means it will give the quotient. That is 5 divided by 4. We will get the quotient. How many times? One time, isn't it? So we will get the quotient. So when we are using the division operator, A divided by B, we should write about the quotient. And if you are using the modulus of this modulus operator, that is the percentage symbol, then it will return a remainder of the value. Example here, 5 and 4. What is the quotient? A divided by or 5 by 4 equal to, we will write about the quotient 5 by 4 equal to 1. And what is the remainder here? Both are same. 5 modulus 4 equal to 1. So if you are considering another example, 10 divided by 5. Yeah, 5. So 2 times. So you will write 2 here. Sorry. You will write 2 here and 2 times. So what is the remainder? 0. So what is the value of 5 by 2? 5 divided by 2. 5 division 2 equal to quotient. What is, sorry, it's not 5 divided by 2. It is 10 divided by 5 means what is the remainder quotient? Yeah, quotient is 2. And what is the remainder? 10 modulus 5. 10 modulus 5 equal to 0. So this is the different types of arithmetic operators, and mainly very important these two difference for 2 mark questions. Okay, division operator gives quotient value and modulus operator gives remainder value. Okay, the next one is the unary operator. That means plus is acting as a unary operator. You know that unary operator means it has a single operand. Single operand means that is unary. So, yes, so the example here, if A equal to 10, then plus A. Plus A means only one operand is there, indicating with the single operator. That's why this is a unary operator. Plus A is equal to 10. A equal to 10 means plus A equal to same, the 10. If A equal to minus 5 means what is the value? Plus A equal to minus 5. In the case of unary operator, in the sense in minus terms, then if A equal to 10, A equal to 10 means what is the minus value of A? Minus A means it is minus 10, is it? Yes, the same. Minus A equal to minus 10 means how the value will change? It becomes plus. That is, if A equal to minus 5, then minus A equal to 5. Then the third one is the string operator. This plus is acting as an arithmetic operator for the binary operators. And here unary operator, it's indicating the sign. Then string operator, in the sense plus is acting as a string operator, means it's concatenating two strings. Concatenating in the sense it is combining two strings. All of you know that when we are writing a program, system.out.println of a value sum, inside the double quotes we will write sum, then plus that particular variable we will add it, is it? Yeah, example here C, just to consider C, how it will display. Example C equal to 10. How the value should be displayed? Output we will get like sum, the value of C equal to 10. So sum 10, this is the output we will get, is it? Yeah. So this plus is acting as, here this plus is acting as a concatenating operator. Concatenating in the sense it is combining two strings, combining this string and the value of C also. That is the concatenating operator or string operator here, that concatenates strings, combining two strings together. Here is an example program for unary operator. Yes, as in the case unary, in the case string operator. Plus means it is a concatenating. Here we have declared a variable int num equal to 6. Num is equal to plus 6. So how the value will display? And Edward plus Newton. Here this plus is a concatenating operator. It will combine these two strings. Okay. So the next one is the relational operator. Relational means we are using for the comparison. So we can tell it is a comparison operator. It results Boolean value, that is true or false. If we are just checking a condition, if A greater than 0, yes, the true value is true, means it will return only the Boolean value, yes or no. It may true or false, is it? It may true or false else. So these conditions we can use these relational operators. So Java provides 6 types of relation operators: greater than, less than, greater than or equal to. Always have to remember, whenever we are writing in the programming language, greater than or equal to means first you have to write like this, then equal to. Don't write like same when you are doing in the mathematics. So you have to use like this pattern. Then equal to means here we have to use double equal to. Not equal to means this is the symbol for not equal to. So some examples: A less than B plus C, where A equal to 4, B equal to 2, C equal to 3. Yeah, this is an expression consists of relational and arithmetic operators. So in an expression, relational and arithmetic is there, then we have to use which one first? That is the priority of the operator. So just to check this point, relational operators have a lower priority than the arithmetic operator. What do you mean by that? That means the arithmetic operators will be evaluated first. So which one we have to evaluate here first? A less than B plus C is the first one we have to finish, because this is the arithmetic operators. So A less than B plus C. So what is the value of B plus C? B plus C equal to 5. 4 less than 5? Yes, that is true. So it will return yes or no answers. That is, it will return true. Okay, so in the relational operator, here one important operator is equal to. In this here, double equal to we have to use. Double equal to means for the comparison. Example, just in a variable declaration or initialization, you know how we will do. Integer A equal to 5. This is a single equal to we are using. That is acting as an assignment operator. That's why we are using as a single equal to. When any comparison means we have to use double equal to. That means just to consider, we need to check the value of A is, the variable is holding 5 or not. For that, what we can do, use A double equal to 5. That means it checks the equality. It checks the value of A is equal to 5. If it is equal means it will give the one message, two message. Otherwise it will give false like that. So double equal to is means comparison operator. So these are the different relational operators. The next one is the logical operator. Logical operator means it's operate only on the Boolean operands. That is true or false. That means in some cases we need to just imagine, we need to consider find the greatest of the 3 integer. So A, B, C, 3 variables are there. How will you give that condition? This way we can give it. If A greater than B and A greater than C, then one value should display. A should be, A is the greatest, like that it should display. So yeah, in that case we have to use these logical operators. So when logical operators means we are constructing for the complex decision expression or decision making expressions, we are using this logical or logical operators. 3 types of operators are there. First one is the AND operator, OR operator, and NOT operator. AND means double ampersand. Together double ampersand is known as AND, logical AND. 2 straight pipe symbol is known as logical OR. Logical NOT means exclamation mark. Okay, and this logical NOT is a unary operator. With a single operand it will act. So this is a unary operator. The next, it has a tabular column, that is a truth table. Actually the values, if consider A and B are 2 inputs we are giving, and if A and B are both are true means logical AND will return true. Logical OR is also returns true. If either one is true means logical AND means either one is true means here either one is false means, or false or true. Either one is true means logical AND will display false. And the same case logical OR will display true. Then logical and last case F and F both are false means logical AND is false, logical OR is also false. So you just learn this table. Logical AND, because if the condition AND means both conditions should satisfy. If both condition is true means only it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. That is logical AND double ampersand, it is representing by the product. So multiplication AND means. So how we will write AB is the 2 inputs, and just we are writing true, true. True into true, true. Then true into false, false. Then false into true, false. The last one false into false, false. So this concept is logical AND. Then in the case of this is AND, logical OR means how will you write? OR is indicating by the plus operator. So we can represent this OR, true plus true, true. True plus false, true. True plus false, true. False plus false, F. Actually, true is indicating by 1 and false is indicating by 0. Now you can easily remember this. 1 plus 0 is it 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 0 plus 0, 0. So this way. This is OR operator, and how will you write? 1 dot 1 into 1, 1. 1 into 0, 0. 1 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. This way the logical operators work. Okay. So the next operator is assignment operator. Assignment means it is a single equal to, and it is using to assign the value of an expression to a variable. As a syntax for the assignment operator, variable they are equal to the value. That means if you are declaring a variable as integer, int odd equal to 1. This is an assignment operator. That means we are assigning a value to the particular variable. Or we can give another example like s equal to s plus 1. Again, if to the value variable s, we are assigning the value s plus 1 as an expression. Okay. So this is known as assignment operator. All of you have to remember the main difference between equal to and single equal to and double equal to. Single equal to means this is an assignment operator. It assigns a value to the variable. But in the case of double equal operator, this is a comparison operator. It check it's equal or not. So here in z equal to 5, and we can check like if z double equal to 5, that means it will give a particular value or something like that. Okay. In this, if we are using means there is no semicolon, like this conditions you can write. Then the next operators are as shorthand assignment operator. Assignment operator means there is an equal to, is it? Yeah, shorthand assignment operator means it is a combination of other operators with this assignment operator. So how we can tell? Example, arithmetic operator like plus, minus, multiplication, and division and modulus. These are the arithmetic operators. In this arithmetic operators, combining with the assignment operator, then it is a shorthand assignment operator. For an example, a plus equal to 3, or we can write this one. This is an shorthand assignment operator. Plus equal to is a shorthand assignment operator, and this one we can write it as what is the value? It is equivalent to a plus equivalent to, that means a plus equal to 3. That means how we can write a equal to a plus 3. Or you can write sum equal to sum plus 1. How will you write in the assignment operator, shorthand assignment operator? Sum equal to sum plus 1 is an expression. Just imagine you want to write this expression in shorthand assignment operator. So how will you write sum? What is the arithmetic operator here? Plus equal to 1. Okay. So this way you should write. These are known as shorthand assignment operators. So a plus equal to 3 means it is indicating by a equal to a plus 3. A minus equal to 3 means it is indicating as a equal to a minus 3. A divided equal to 3 means a equal to a divided by 3. A modulus equal to 3 means a equal to a modulus 3. So this is the way we can write. Another one example. So here a into equal to 3. So what is that means? It is indicating a equal to a into 3. These are known as shorthand assignment operator. That means it is the combination of assignment operator and other arithmetic operators. Like that combination is known as shorthand assignment operator. So today we have discussed about different operators, arithmetic, 3 types of operators: unary, binary, and ternary operator. Unary in the sense only one operand is needed. Binary means at least 2 operand. Then ternary means 3 operands is needed. Ternary operator example is conditional operator. All of you know. The first one was the arithmetic operator. These arithmetic operators are a very important one: division and modulus operator. Division gives the quotient, modulus gives the remainder. Then as a unary operator, plus is acting as the unary operator, minus also. Then string operator means it will act as a concatenating operator. That means it is combining 2 strings together. So the next one is the relational operators. For the comparison operator, we are using relational operators, and relational operator have a lower priority than the arithmetic operator. So in a given expression, if you want to reduce means, at first you have to or evaluate the arithmetic operators. After that we will move to the relational operator in a given expression. Okay. Then the third one was the logical operators for handling that Boolean operands or operate only on the Boolean operands to construct complex decision making expressions, and three types of logical operators: AND, OR, and NOT. Logical AND, OR, NOT, and what are the values it will return, that also you have to learn, like this, true or false, okay, or in terms of 1 and zeros also you can learn. Then the last one was assignment operator. Fourth one was the assignment operator, not last one, sorry. Fourth one was the assignment operator to assign the value. Then what is the difference between single equal to and double equal to? Then shorthand assignment operator, how we are writing the shorthand assignment operator. These all are very important for the 2-mark sessions. The next one is a conditional operator. Conditional operator means question mark and colon. Together it is known as conditional operator. So this belongs to ternary operator because it requires 3 operand. Having 3 operands, that's why it is a ternary operand operator or a conditional operator. And the syntax for this one, first you have to write the expression question mark, then expression 1 colon expression 2. That means, just imagine we are checking a condition A greater than 0. If A is greater than 0 means we have to get in an if statement, if and else statement means how will you write if A is greater than 0? Yes, it is positive. Positive, like that we can write it. So greater than 0 means that is a positive value, else it is negative value. So instead of if and else we can use this negative, we can use this conditional operator. In a single statement we can use, instead of if else we can use this conditional operator. Example here, 6 greater than 4. 6 is greater than 4, yes or no? Yes, that we know, 6 greater than 4. So first one is the expression, then you should use this question mark. Then if it is true means what value it has to return, that value has to be written here. Then negative value, that is in the else part, we have to give after the colon. So when it is true means it will execute this first part. If it is false means it will execute the second part. That's why in the syntax I have given here, first one is a conditional statement, question mark. If it is true means it will execute the expression 1, and if it is false means it will execute the expression 2. So in this example you can see 6 greater than 4. If it is true means it should execute the value as 9. It should give us the value. If it is true means it should give the value 9. If it is false means it will give the value 7. So what is the condition 6 greater than 4? Yeah, of course it is true. So the result is 9. In the second example, 2 greater than 5, question mark 4 is to 3. 2 greater than 5? No, it is not. It is not true, sir. It is false. That's why it will give the false value. 2 greater than 5 is false value. So result is 3. So this is known as conditional operator. So instead of if else statement we can use conditional operator. When the condition is true means it will immediately execute the first expression that is placed after the question mark. And if it is false means it will execute the second expression that is placed after the colon. So this operator is known as ternary operator, or it is called as conditional operator.